YouTube, it's your boy Brian back with another video. Today's a real simple one, man. We reacting to Joe No's interview with the one and only Baluba, Mike Wang, 2K creator, 2K Jesus, Mike Wang, the creator of all that is 2K. One of the GOATs creator-wise, and literally the guy who makes the game. So let's just get right into it, man. Without further ado. All right, bet. We right.
Hey, David, he looks like he has a blue outline. Is it just the monitor?
It's probably just the peaking.
It's his aura.
Okay.
Yeah, it's his aura.
Let's get right in.
The Mike Wang glaze off rip. Joe's aura is just, it's too much, bro.
To it. One of the biggest talking points
Mike
from
Wang
last
glaze.
year's game, the RNG in shooting. What can you tell us about shooting this year, and can you compare it to a past 2K?
Okay, so we talked about this online.
W question.
There's no RNG in shooting. I'm going to say that with an exception. There's RNG still in like those quick heaves that you get at the ends of buzzers, buzzer beaters, and like half court, full court heaves. Okay, so that's still. I don't want to get.
I mean, imagine if those had a pure green window, my nigga. The cheaters will go crazy because they're still not gonna have a solution for the cheaters. Like the pure green window for people who actually are good at the game is such a good idea and such like a I like it, but it makes me scared for the cheaters, bro, because they never address the cheaters, bro. There's no anti-cheat in the game. And if you're gonna introduce a pure green window, man,
Fair enough.
it's scary.
Fair enough.
That's still going to use the dice roll, but everything else is straight green windows, pure green windows. They scale based on attributes and coverage and all of the badges and everything.
Right.
But those windows, once they're set by those things, if you can time your shot in those windows, you will hit the shot.
So theoretically,
Good.
you can time your shot in those
You should not have to miss a jump shot because of RNG, bro. I'm sorry.
windows. You can shoot 100%.
You can shoot 100%. Yeah. So
Mike Wang hates
compared
to
to
say
last
that, by the way.
past 2Ks,
Like, I have to
that
hurt
one's
his
hard to
soul
answer
saying
because
that.
we really have never done this before. The closest was probably 24. 24 we had a pure green window, a little bit larger one, but that one even had RNG on the edges. So what happened there is like, it was a really, really tight window that most people probably couldn't hit consistently. And then that would bleed out to like, 0% chance on the edges. So we still used a dice roll to keep the numbers like, for so people wouldn't go like, over 10. They would at least hit some shots if they were kind of sloppy on.
If people should go 0 for 10, Mike, if they can't time their jump shot. Like they should. That's a part of any gaming experience, bro. Like when I go and play the Marvel Rivals, bro, and I'm going 0 for 10 because I suck at the beginning. Like I just started playing the game. That's part of it, bro. Like that's part of getting better at a game. And if you enjoy the gameplay itself, you will get better at it because you enjoy it, like you're having fun. The first step, you gotta make the game good first. And then like stop just catering to casuals, bro. Like, that statement right there, I don't want people to go 0 for 10. If they stink at the game, they should go 0 for 10. If you're bad at the game, you should go 0 for 10. Get good.
The timing.
Right.
So that was the idea there.
So you'd say it's like a
Okay, but devil's advocate, I get he's got to make money. He wants people who don't play games every day, who are casuals, to be good at the game or to have fun in the game. I can see both sides.
more
I see both sides.
skilled base 2K24 shooting.
Yeah, absolutely. If you are crazy good at shot timing, and you take good shots, you're
Take
going
good shots.
to destroy people.
You're going to separate yourselves from other players.
Absolutely. And
And as a nigga who is not like the biggest dribble head in the world, bro, I'm not the craziest dribbler. This right here is my superpower, nigga. I see the game, I can read and react. If you're gonna play me a certain way, I'm gonna take this shot. If you're gonna play me that way, I'm gonna take this shot. I just know how to get to the shot. I don't need a billion dribble moves to get to where I need to be on the court. So hear him say, if you take good shots, high IQ shot selection, you're gonna be crazy in this game. Say less.
to offset that, I'll
less.
throw that out there too, is that, one of the reasons why we felt we could go this way is because defense is stronger. So contests, they're powerful. If you can get a hand up, and I watch you guys play a lot. I know you guys are really good at doing this. So you know when to jump, you know when to stay down, you know when to be in hands up. People who master that, they're going to be able to ding these shooters hard enough where it's going to be such a hard win.
But last year, he literally said if you don't jump at every jump shot, it's going to be like, he damn near said that last year. Like, you have to jump to get a contest. So hopefully it's not that way this year.
Know to hit that consistently, at least, that you're going to keep the percentages down. So I'm not too worried because at least all the play tests we've been having, we're getting good numbers.
So we'll segue into shot contests then. It seems like it can be challenging to find a balance, right? You have attributes, badges, player heights, player wingspans, hand placements on the contests. How do you try to balance it to make it to a point where you're not getting contests when you shouldn't, and then you are, it's not too strong, too weak? How do you find the balance between all those factors?
Yeah, it's really hard. It's just a lot of.
First of all, just shout out Mike Wang, my nigga. Your job is hard. Straight up, it's hard. And you're dealing with a lot of ungrateful motherfuckers, bro. Even if you release the best 2K ever, you still got people who don't like your job, bro. So, shout out to you for having a strong mental, bro. Dead ass, just straight up. You can't do what you do without having a strong mental. Or just not giving a fuck. And I think you give a fuck. It seems like you give a fuck. I hope you do. As much as I would like, I'll make the game this way, I don't envy your position. I don't. I can't lie.
A lot of iteration, And it's seeing what feels right. And the hardest thing about contests, I'm going to say, is usually what happens is in the 2K cam view when you're playing live with no replays, sometimes things don't look as contested as they are, or vice versa. Yep. Like sometimes it's like, oh, there's a crowd of dudes on the guy. Why is it like a 2% contest? And usually it's because two guys are flat-footed, one guy's behind the shooter, and it looks really crazy, but it's actually pretty open. And so it's really hard to dissect, every little clip.
If you were to freeze frame it at the point of the release, it's actually...
You can kind of see why the game is saying this is not a heavily contested shot. Even though to your eyes, in real time, in the heat of battle, it might look contested.
In the heat of battle.
But yeah, it's really just a lot of balancing and trying to make it so that, everything is a factor. We want people to invest in good perimeter defense or interior defense on the inside. We want to make sure that, height is effective, wingspan's important. All those things got to be important.
Right.
And not, overpower each other.
Staying on the topic of shooting, rhythm shooting was added to 2K25. You've already...
From what I've seen so far, and not just this video, it seems like height or like short guards this year kind of dead. I think the shorter, if you're on a short guard this year in 2K26, it means you're very skillful at the game. It means I just know I'm better than you. I don't need the extra height to shoot over you. I can use your dribble moves to get open at will and just shoot whatever. Because it just sounds like the taller builds are just better. Like they shoot over, they got the same dribble moves kind of this year. They can dribble, and then defensively, obviously, the taller the better. So
talked about how
small guards might be out of
is different this year, and we kind of need to recalibrate our brains in terms of how to think about it. You've also talked about how you want button and rhythm shooting to both be viable options. What are some factors you would say people should consider when they decide if they want to shoot with the button or with the stick?
It's going to be labbing, I think.
First of all, W questions. Shout out journalistic Joe. Joe going crazy.
It's going to be finding the shot that works for you and finding out like what you're good at. Because it's, I guess my analogy, maybe it's not a good one, but it might be like if shooting with the button is like shooting a free throw, and shooting with the stick is like shooting a deep three-pointer with maybe a slightly larger basket. It's like one might be easier for somebody and one might be harder for somebody, but it really depends on the person. Like some people.
Yeah,
are
that
just
was a bad analogy,
be
Mike. I ain't gonna lie.
Rhythm shooting and be like, I understand that tempo is what really matters. I got to get a certain speed in my stick throw to match.
Why is he saying that though? Tempo is what really matters, Mike. Why? Anybody can, bro. Let me do my controller, bro. You're telling me as long as I can just time it. You see this? As long as I can just time up down, or no matter like I don't gotta time the actual release of my jump shot. I just gotta. I don't like that, Mike. I can't lie, bro. I've seen too many clips already of people just greeting the tempo and not greeting the other part of the shot and making it. I think that's bad.
And then some people are gonna be in the middle, like Wolf's one of our best players internally, and he's like, he has this crazy formula. He's like, I'll use button for this case, I'll use stick for this case, I'll use stick for this case, button for this case.
So
he's all over the place.
Me personally, I always use the stick. I've kind of gotten used to it. The only shots I'll use X or square for, no X. Yeah, I don't know why I said square. I'm on Xbox. Only shots I'll use X for now. I mean, I can't even think of a case where I'll use it. I've gotten so used to it because my guy, Mike Wang, the GOAT, said if you need to get used to it in order to be good or to set yourself apart. And so that's what I took that as, I took his word at bond, I took his word at face value. Maybe I should have did that, but I don't know. There's not a time where I use X anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a stick shooter.
Yeah, certain shots it might be easier for you. For me, I do rhythm shoot. I rhythm shoot everything. Like, and that's just how I play. But
bro,
yes.
If the gameplay director rhythm shoots everything, I'm shooting everything like that, bro. The nigga, he makes the game, bro.
Some people are mixing it up, some people are just pure button. And that's kind of one of the metrics for me, actually, is internally, what are people doing? What are they gravitating towards to be successful? And I've found that it's really a good mix. So I think we're in a decent spot. And I don't know why I want this, but I think rhythm shooting is cool. And if it was, up to me, everyone would at least try it. But like we said earlier,
You think
it's
it's
like,
cool?
I didn't want it to be like,
I don't think it's cool. I mean,
like last
I
year.
like having a bigger green window. That's cool. But just using my stick over the X button, I mean, it's more complicated, but if it gives me an advantage, I'll do it. Like,
Definitely an advantage.
Cool,
Right.
And there might be an advantage this year if you find it easier because you just happen
Right.
to understand the mechanic better. But really, you can't go wrong with either.
So if someone's not like you, if they don't like rhythm
Yeah, what is this guy doing, bro? Bro, get the fuck out the frame, bro. What are you doing?
shooting, it's like you can shoot with the button, you're on
Thank
the
you,
level
bro.
playing field. It's just,
Oh, yeah,
it's just
absolutely.
preference.
And some people are going to be like destroying people on the button, and if you force them to rhythm shoot, they'd probably go 0 for 10.
Yeah.
So it's really, yeah. The goal is to make it both viable. Whether they're equal, I don't know if there's even a way to put a metric behind that. 'Cause
They're not equal, Mike. If they are equal, if the green window is the same size with the stick and the button, why wouldn't you use the button? It's easier.
Can you speak to how effective it's going to be? Let's say, your 78 three-pointer is typically silver set shot.
Mm-hmm.
How effective is it going to be to boost it to 78 three-pointer with offset shot versus actually getting the requirement of three-pointer to unlock the badge level? Like, how can we kind of in our brains define like how much better it's going to be?
That's a very difficult question.
All right.
It's very nuanced. And the thing about badges is that they're situational, right? So a rating is going to be more global, and it's going to affect you everywhere, but the badges might be certain situations or certain contexts. So you have to consider that, like what kinds of shots are you taking? So yeah, generally speaking, I would just say find the shots that you like to take or that you tend to take, find out the badge that's going to work best for, and then go all in on that badge. That's better than getting like bronze everything. Bronze everything is going to be like, it's not going to do a lot for you, to be honest. You're going to want to go at least silver or gold to see some effects from that badge. Otherwise, just go in on your attributes, and that's going to be more beneficial to you.
All right, let's switch gears. Finishing.
Sounds like specializing your build is going to be, the way to go. You don't want a jack of all trades build. You want a build that does this and is good at that. Like, I think that's how builds are in my career. You can't make a do-it-all demigod like that. That's just good at everything. You got to make something that's good at what it's supposed to be good at.
We've seen 2Ks where finishing has been insane, dunks, layups, floaters, all types of things. We've also seen years where it's been a bit hit or miss and a little inconsistent. It seems like this year was an area of focus, with custom layups and bringing back the visible green window on dunks and layups. Just talk about the challenges in terms of
I just want to say how
finding
politically correct my nigga Joe is being right here, bro. Like he's tightrope in this line of like being honest with Mike and also being like, yo, the game has been a little hit or miss. But shout out to my politically correct Joseph Nosif.
a balance, because again, there's so many factors: attributes, badges, player momentum, player size, height, all those things. How do you find that balance so that it's not overpowered, but it's also not inconsistent?
Yeah, that's another difficult one. Just one of the things I'll say from the outset is one of the goals for our team this year was, and this sounds weird.
Mike is cracking me up. He's cracking me up unintentionally. This video.
Overpowered, but it's also not
What'd he say?
inconsistent.
He said,
That's another difficult one.
Mike, you want easy questions, bro? You want Joe to come in here and be like, so, is there going to be a basketball in this year's game? Like, Mike, what did you want him to ask you, bro? Yeah, he's going to be asking you tough questions, bro. But you answering them good, though. I'm just saying that part kind of was funny to me. Like, oh, it's a difficult one. Yeah.
Just one of the things I'll say from the outset is one of the goals for our team this year was, and this sounds weird, but we wanted every play style to be OP. So
Talk to him, Mike. Talk to him. I like that, Mike. You just, I almost said some crazy shit. That clip of KG's, them niggas making my dick hard.
Playing with the Clippers. We had a real young team. Like we was all like everybody was getting dunks and all that. Kevin Garnett was grabbing his dick. He was like, ooh, these motherfuckers getting my dick hard. They out here dunking and shit.
That shit excited me. That shit kind of tickled something in me. Every play style should be OP, bro. I'm tired of seeing one play style be like this, the predominant or just the best play style in the game. Pick and roll, ISO. Shoot, if you want to be a post scorer and want to be OP in the post, that should be OP, bro. If you want to be a mid-range assassin, bro, just kill people in the midi. That should be a thing. If you like, I just think every basketball play style that works in the real NBA, like if you see Jokic going crazy and Embiid going crazy in the post, and I also see Curry going crazy at the 3-point line, like I want to be able to do that in the basketball simulation too. So I'm happy to hear Mike say that, bro. Real shit.
You know, you've maybe heard that before, right?
Yeah.
So like, it sucks when
This guy, bro, go sit down
there's
somewhere,
one
bro.
dominant play style
Yes.
or two dominant play styles. We wanted it to be like if you created a slasher and even a layup slasher,
Bro.
really
Yeah.
specific thing. You want to be a guy who just finishes like Kyrie, that you can do that and you can be effective
Yeah.
and you can like kill people with that.
Yeah.
Finishes like Kyrie. Our layups back, chat. Our layups back, bro. Am I finna be floatering, bro? Our layups back, chat. That just made me
But if
excited.
you were like, you know, some glass cleaning interior defensive guy, and if you invest everything in that and you get good at that, you can just, you know, stop everything in the paint.
If everything's OP, then it's kind of just like pick what you want to be.
Yeah, pick what you want to be.
Yeah.
We want there to be a diversity in play
Everything's
styles.
OP, bro.
But to answer your question,
it sounds
with
good,
slashing,
but something's gonna be
yeah,
more
it
OP
was a
than
point of
the rest.
emphasis, especially with layups and dunks, to make slashing just more of a game, like more of a weapon.
Right.
Because we knew going in, these thinking green or miss is back. People are gonna be like, okay, I'm making a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna left right cheese behind screens and just pull every shot.
Right.
It's not as easy as it sounds. So don't think you're going back to 2K24. It's different, especially I mentioned with the contest. So I would encourage people to try out a bunch of different styles before they commit to what they're building.
One way.
How can you do that though, Mike? How can we test out a bunch of different builds without spending $100 on the build? Which is why I just tweeted out earlier today, bro. Make the builds like $20, bro. And give us like 20, 30 save slots, bro, instead of 10. If the builds were cheaper and you can just make more of them, bro, like people would not be on your shit, Mike, about, oh my God, the builds are $100. I can't even. But like the statement you just said, bro, which is
I would encourage people
I
to
encourage
try
people
out a
to
bunch of
try.
different styles before they commit to.
How the fuck can you do that, Mike? Am I supposed to go to Play Now and just try out random SIGs on Play Now players? Like, I want to try my SIGs on a player. Like, I think, well, I guess you could probably do that, huh? You test the build, but I want to be able to test the build against other people. Like, there should be, like, a game mode where you just test builds, where people who want to test builds together can go and play, like, a part game or something. I don't know, but having to invest money into a try it out build is crazy to me. Like, you don't even know if you like the build, you're just trying to try it out, which is what you should do.
What they're building.
One way to play.
I don't know.
And you've seen it already downstairs, but like floaters are tough. Like they're really strong, and
Talk to me!
you know if you
I
get in your
love
bag
layups,
and you
bro.
find the custom layup package that you want for your guy, you're going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, you can be.
I've already seen so far the Trey Up floater looks OP. What are the D-Book floater probably gonna be good too, but Trey Young floater looks really nice. I'm probably gonna go. I haven't seen all the layup animations yet, but just off my past experience, I would go Trey Young floater, probably like a Steph or something scooper, and then like I don't know what they got for the regular layups, but the floater and the scooper are the most important thing in my opinion in the layup package. So yeah, we'll see.
Floating downhill and stop on a dime and just float it over the. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's.
And dunks too. You see it. We made dunks easier. It's
Yep.
just hold down on stick now. It's not a big Mortal Kombat throw as people call it.
Seems like
Mortal
even.
Mortal people was bruh. Y'all have not touched Mortal Kombat. If you think down up is a Mortal Kombat combo, that is crazy. Y'all have not touched Mortal Kombat, bro. As somebody who actually plays Mortal Kombat or at least tried to play it, bro, it's way too. It's like you have to be so mechanically gifted to be good at Mortal Kombat, bro. Yeah, that's a
like
crazy
standing
comparison.
dunks as
Yeah.
well, like standing meter dunks. Everything seems.
I'm
a bit
so
more-
excited, y'all, bro. Y'all,
Don't worry about
I'm like a
7-4s,
kid on Christmas. I'm
but,
counting the days down, bro.
I think they're okay. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. When it comes to dribbling in 2K26, what was your vision? What did you see and what did you want to execute? And are we going to see big builds being explosive and popping off the dribble like LeBron and Durant and all the taller players in real life?
I wouldn't say popping, but they're definitely moving better.
Okay.
That's good.
The goal for dribbling at a high level was
Because if the big builds are popping, bro, the small builds are useless. Like he's got to give some balance. So yeah.
to make it more explosive. Let players branch and chain moves together more readily, more freely. Have moves generally be more explosive, both launching out of them and just chaining between moves. And then just putting a lot of different combos in that haven't been in the game for a while or never have been in the game.
Right.
So that's exciting to me always. Working on the dribbler is just like, what can I kind of Easter egg into this thing? Not tell anybody about. It's not in 2K. Learn 2K. You just
See
gotta
how
go.
long it takes them to find it?
Yeah, gotta wait till Steezo's video comes out, or you gotta like get in the lab and you gotta just cook.
I'm actually hella excited for Cizo's first video. You already know he's gonna go crazy.
So,
This is the best dribbling we've had
ability
since.
to me is like one
I
thing
don't
that
even
I'm excited
know.
about for dribbling, and I think people are gonna find like their dribble style and all the moves that you can set up with your guy,
Yeah.
and find the right combo that that you're good at and get in their bag. And
Yeah, I messed with it a little bit, and it definitely feels more explosive. Even the 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", yeah, definitely compared to last year, much more.
Let's go, man.
I know you said not poppy, but I would describe it as more, burst.
yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Shay, our cover guy, because a lot of his animations are pretty tough. So he's a good dribble style to try out too. I'd say for the bigger guards.
So judging
Shout out Shay. Mike. Mike, the league is changing, bro. The league is more skillful. It's taller. We got people like Wemby, bro, who can dribble now. And Chet. And, like, Shay, the best guard in the league, bro. He's 6'6", bro. He should be moving. That's all I'm saying. But we got to catch up with the time. Like, in a few years in basketball, a couple decades down the line, unless you were just God's gift to earth, people Steph Curry's height won't be in the league because there's going to be people taller than Steph Curry doing what Steph Curry doing. Maybe not on the same scale, but, like, the Trae Youngs of the world. The reason Trae Young is in the league is because he's elite. He's 6'1", 6'2". Like, if a couple years, decades down the line, when the basketball gods create a motherfucker that's 6'8", doing what Trae Young's doing and Curry's doing, like, we're not gonna still have a 2K where the 6'2" guards are OP, are we? I don't know.
about the things you've tweeted and answered questions on, it seems like you're kind of leaning towards a more skill-based defensive system in the game. Like you said, pluck steals have been nerfed, but blitz steals will be rewarded. It seems
Good.
like if
Pluck
you
steals were
outplay your
RNG, no?
opponent, that's what you're looking to reward defensively. Was that the idea going into kind of revamping how defense is played?
Especially with steals. Steals have been, for a long time, haven't had much of a game to them.
Right.
It was kind of a ratings-based dice roll. So that's what I meant.
Ratings-based RNG?
Yeah.
The ones that are just calculated by, like, here's your rating, here's my rating, I hit the button, let's just play an animation out, that's all gone.
Thank
So,
you.
like, here's your rating, here's my rating, I hit the button, let's just play an animation out, that's all gone.
I just nutted, bro. Oh, fuck. 1 second, chat. I gotta clean up. But that shit right there, bro. I'm so happy to hear some shit like Mike is making my day right now.
So actually, you guys inspired me a lot. Watching Black Market play and watching like Bauer play defense.
That's gotta be a dope feeling for Joe. Like, you inspiring the gameplay, like, oh, that's gotta be a dope feeling.
I call him out. I get
Can't
to
wait,
all-
bro.
to all
I'm
you
trying to be
guys,
like that one
but
day.
especially Bauer, and like how good he is at anticipating and cutting the dribbler off. I wanted that to be the game. Like, if you can read where the ball handler's going and then hit steal at the right time. We spend a lot of time on that too, just the ball targeting on steals and playing the right animations. They're quicker generally, the animations themselves. So, and not locking you into them as much. But yeah, that whole, the IQ part was important to me. Yeah.
Actually having some stick skill to be rewarded for a steal instead of just, like you said, pressing a button and the game gives it to you.
Yeah, and that was, like I said, at the top of the thing, is like that was across the board, right? So, but especially with defense, steals, blocks are the same way. We didn't want to just be like, okay, your rating's good, you block everything.
Right.
It's got to be, you got to time it, you got to read, you got to know when to jump, when to stay down, those kinds of things.
I saw
Bro,
some-
read and react, bro. That's literally the game of basketball, bro. Literally, like, the phrase you reach, I teach, that's read and react. That should be the foundation of any good 2K, bro. I see my dribbler going this way, so as a defender, I go to cut him off and beat him to the spot. I get the blitz. Boom. Like, that's the name of the game, bro. So just hearing him say that reading and reacting is being rewarded over just having good ratings, W. Mike Wang.
People follow up that they were concerned, like, oh, so what's the point of even going high steal? From my experience playing 2K, the higher your steal, the better reach animations you get. Not just plucks, just better, quicker reaches. You recover faster instead of getting into a long, kind of stumbly reach animation. I'm assuming that's consistent this year.
Yeah, and you even have like, we actually have different collision radius with the hands based on your steal rating.
Collision radius.
So there'll be times where, like, if you're the ball.
Wait.
With the hands based on your steal rating.
So based on your steal rating, your hand going like, I mean, I'm sure they have wingspan. They don't have hand size in the game. So you're telling me my hand's gonna feel bigger if I got a 99 steel versus a 25 steel? Let me hear the rest of this, bro.
So there'll be times where, like, if you're the ball and I have a lower steel rating, if I get like right on the edge of it, and I'll miss it. But that extra couple of like sometimes inches or less than inches can make a difference between a steel and not a steel. So that's.
Why not just make a hand size rating, or if they're gonna have wingspan, why not put hand size in the game? That's a thing, bro. That's why Kawhi is called the fucking claw, bro. The man's got hands the same size as Shaq, bro. Like, that is a unique ability or unique characteristic about him that makes him better at the game of basketball. So you're telling me hand size? I know not literally, but hand size, or at least as far as it comes to getting steals, is related to your steal rating. I mean, I guess
all impacted by your steel rating. So there's reason to invest in steel, especially if you want to be a lock or a two-way. You're going to need it.
You touched on it a little already in terms of the build and play style diversity you're looking to create. Is there anything else gameplay-wise that you would say you're hopeful creates that diversity in 26?
Besides the builds themselves and the takeover system, I think I mentioned on Twitter, we opened up some of the requirements too for like dribble styles and for dribble moves. That so the rule kind of was, if it was like an 80 rating requirement, and you were like, it was like for swings only or for smalls only, that got moved to both. So that's kind of the rule. So I know people were saying like, okay, well that means that like LeBron can get Kyrie's moves, and that's not how it works.
Right.
Kyrie's still going to be limited to the small guards because it's such a high rating.
Yep.
But yeah, opening some of that up is going to, I think, hopefully create some build diversity, or give people options at least.
Yes.
Like if they're
Build
only
diversity
choosing a
is back
small
in
guard
26.
because they want a certain dribble move style or a certain move itself, maybe they can open that up to a 6'5" or 6'6" now, or 6'7", something like that.
Big shout out to Mike for sitting down with me, but if y'all want to
Huge
check out
shout
this
out.
gameplay,
Your W video. Shout out to Joe Knows for making the video. My boy Joseph Knows for going crazy. He's gonna go crazy again in 26. I already know. Shout out to Mike Wang for doing the interview, man, for being super transparent. And W gameplay director, bro. Like I said, bro, Mike Wang's job is not easy, bro. So shout out to you, man. And everybody who watched the video to the end, you the GOAT. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Follow the Twitch, and most importantly, have a beautiful, blessed day. And until next one, peace.